And now, VermontViews.org contributor Shanta asks you to ponder this.
Is it food insecurity or hungry? Is it proper to refer to someone as housing challenged or homeless if they do not have a place to live? Do you want to be referred to as a man or woman, or is it more proper, if you identify with either of these genders, to say cis-female or cis-male? Should I accuse someone of hurling a microaggression at me if they ask me if I attend SIT or where I'm from, hinting that I may be from some parts of Africa? Or if we notice that someone is always taking up one cause or another, should we automatically accuse them of virtue signaling? And don't get me started on the concept or idea around respectability politics, which refers to the way that individuals within marginalized groups police each other around behaviors or habits. Amidst all of this discovery of language, as we try to sort out what is and is not moral or quote-unquote right by current social standards, have we just become lost in too much translation? As a teacher of social justice, I am fascinated by the ways that we try to address some of these complex issues, especially through language and new definitions. And as an artist, the ever-evolving use of language just allows for more choices and flexibility. However, in my various readings, either in articles or some of the things that I come across in social media, I wonder if we're entering a point in which we're over-languaged and we're creating yet more boxes in an attempt to break previous restrictions that we once complained about. Have we just found more ways to be offended? And thinking about this segment and wondering if I was just being the angry auntie in the corner of a dysfunctional cookout, I encountered an example that contributed to my main point. I was standing in the checkout of a local establishment. As I was bagging my items, a gentleman came over and said, "Can I help you with that?" I quickly responded, "No thanks, but thanks for asking." He then quickly responded, "Actually, we aren't supposed to ask if we're supposed to give help because it could be perceived as offensive or assume that the person does not know how to help themselves. We're really supposed to say, 'Can I share in that responsibility with you?'" I chuckled almost immediately and said out loud, "Whoa, that's kind of crazy. That also sounds like a serious commitment, like, will we go half on a baby or something?" I don't think the cashier was too impressed, and the gentleman chuckled and continued to explain why it's less offensive to say than, "Can I help you?" I continued to talk about this very topic with my friend and husband, still in shock about how a simple ask or offer of help can be perceived as offensive nowadays. It reminded me of a time I heard a couple of women complaining about a man holding a door open for them because they perceived that he was being sexist, all because his door opening was accompanied by a comment that he had to be a gentleman. While I understand the need to evaluate our moral codes, especially as it relates to language, are we just creating more ways to get offended as we now have become a nation walking on eggshells?